Hi there, this is video 44 on purchasing, and we are doing one more practice on mortgages. So Aaron wants to buy a new semi-tractor trailer. The semi is $275,000. He made the $25,000 down payment and has financed the rest at 3.6% compounded monthly for 10 years. Determine his monthly payment. Okay, so this one gives you no hints. The first thing you have to do is figure out what his principal is, right? So this is how much the truck costs. We're going to assume that this is taxes in, and he's already made a down payment. So we need to, let's say, A, find principal. Essentially, how much does he have to pay? So it's $275,000 minus $25,000 should give us $250,000. Okay. Then that is going to be what we use in our formula. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's been a couple of days since I've done one of these math videos. So I'm just going to pull this page back and write out my formula. So P is equal to the regular payment, 1 minus 1 plus I minus N over I. There we go. Let me get rid of this now. P R I N. Now, there's our percent, there's our monthly, there's our time. I think we are good to go. So N is got to do with time, so it's 10 years times monthly payments. So it's going to be 120 payments. My interest is 3.6 divided by 100 divided by 12. 3.6 divided by 100 divided by 12. 0.03. Whoops, careful. Another 0 in there. Remember I said that's where I mess up. So careful, careful, careful with your extra zeros. And this money is the amount, it's not how much he's paying, it's not his regular payments every month, it's how much the loan is for. So remember, that's how I tell the two formulas, the one for annuity and the one for amortization, look really, really similar. This one's easy to remember because it says with P, so I think of that as payment. Now, I'm mad that I wrote that out. I'm just going to rewrite it. 1 minus 1 plus I minus N over I. I lost a bracket there. So P, nope, I know how much it is. I know how much the loan is. All right, regular payment, don't know. That's what we're working on. 1 minus 1 plus 0.003 to minus N. Nope, I should know that. Minus 120 over 0.003. Remember, when you do this, when you fill in all your information, there should only be only one variable left. That's why when I wrote the N, I knew I screwed up because I already had an R that I didn't know. Remember the plan, we're going to simplify this part as much as we can, and then we'll just divide this by that. Divide the 250,000 by whatever answer we get here. So we're going to do order of operations here and clean up this mess. 250,000. Essentially, we're going to ignore this and this for the next little while. 1 minus 1.003 minus 120, 0.003. All right, this is going to be one of the things you have to watch for. Remember, pay attention to that negative there. Don't lose it. So there's my 1.003. And then, oh, okay, different calculator. On this one, there's a y to the x button. I know on the ones before, I can't remember what calculator I had, but it was a little caret key. This is the same thing, y to the x. See, when it shows up as a caret. But I need to use minus 120. Okay, I didn't put the brackets in, the calculator did that. 0.69805242. 0.003. This number here always better be less than 1. If you get some number bigger than 1, you know what? Almost guarantee you forgot to use that negative in there. Because when you subtract, you want this to remain a positive number. Negative numbers plus finance for what we're doing is not a good thing. And I'm just going to go 1. I'm just going to retype it in. That's why I wrote it all out. 669805242. All right, so that gives me 0.30194758 divided by 0.003. Divided by 0.003. 100.649193. I'm going to divide all the sides by that. Okay, there's 2 sides. Ah, sorry, got too far down. All right, so I'll do it the way I said. 250,000 divided by 100.64664. That's why I hate doing this. 100. No, start over. 1, 2, 3. Divide by 100.6491,933. Boom. So R is equal to 2483.87. So according to this, his monthly payments are $2,483.87. I do not have an answer key, so I'm going to see if that's reasonable. So that's how much he pays per month times 12 months times 10 years times 12. Oh goodness, now I lost it. 2483.87 times 12 times 10. 298,064.40. So that's $298,000. All right, so I'm going to say that's probably okay because it was a $275,000 semi to begin with. So this is more than my total. If this was less than my total, I'd check. I want to make sure that if I had this plus whatever the down payment was, it was definitely bigger than that. So that works for me. I want to do one more check again. It's a long calculation. It's worth it to see if it's reasonable. His principal was $250,000. If I divide that by 10 and divide that by 12, whoops, one too many. divide by 10, divide by 12, 208, 3.33. So if there was no interest at all, this is what he'd be paying a month. So it's a good thing that we know our answer that we calculated is bigger than that. Okay. If the question that you have on an exam or assignment or something doesn't say anything about checking, you don't have to do that. I just like doing that because that gives me a nice range of, about where my question's going to be. All right, that's the end of that video.